This is one of those make it or break it series for the LA Thieves. Like, if they don't find some success here, if they come out and get 3-0'd, they will have to make a roster change. So these guys are fighting for their spot on this team at this point.
You know, if you can get 1% better every day, that's a big difference. It's do or die time.
I didn't think at all, and I just did. I think that's one of the reasons I've been so inconsistent this year is because I'm doing too much thinking when I don't have to.
The only thing anyone cares about is who wins champs. It's blood, sweat and tears for the remainder of the season, and I'd like to see what level we can be at once we reach our max potential.
Impression so far?
Impression of what?
Just what the venue so far.
I ain't seen shit. All I seen is a Toronto Ultra team on the wall.
Holy shit.
I've seen Kleenex 5 times. I've seen Insight 20 times.
They hate when you elevate. You're stacking up losses, I'm handing them out, yeah, I had to go delegate. It feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment, I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly, I had to go demonstrate. I had to set them straight.
The first thing that I saw was the city, man. The city has some of the most skyscrapers and the beautiful skyline I've ever seen. It was truly remarkable. We came in when there was like a Blue Jays game going on too, so drove past the Blue Jays stadium. It was pretty vibey, pretty freaking vibey.
So I've been to Toronto before. Phenomenal city. Actually, I would put it probably top 5 cities that I've traveled to as a pro player.
Last time I was here, I was in an AMC theater for an all-star event where I was meleeing people with a shovel in World War II. So this is a little bit of a different experience.
The venue is actually really cool because they weren't fully done with it. So I noticed that it was a hockey ring, and that's just super cool because like they just used the hockey ring as the venue. Like that's just super sick. And they ended up building like, I think they just built like the whole floor on it above the ice, I'm pretty sure, and that's unfaded.
Ken, you need another monitor? Yeah, let me try this. I got a display port too. I had a feeling this might be the issue.
Yeah, it was kind of loose. Like when I moved it, it was like.
Yeah.
He lost like 100 hertz.
I was 100 hertz when I moved.
He sneezed and lost 100 hertz.
Really?
So the first day we were there for the PPAs. It's like our personal room where we scrim and stuff. We shared a room with New York again. We shared a room with New York at the last major. It was pretty hot the first day, like super, super hot. We were like mind blown. We thought it was just because like 2 teams, PCs, you know, everything, but it was like too hot.
Bro, I'm always in a hot box.
That really could be.
That's what I'm saying, Shan.
You too, yeah?
What is up with the vents being the hottest? Tennessee or something. I'm wearing shorts. I don't give a fuck.
Let you know, London and Paris have better rooms than us.
Do they?
Well, they're upstairs. They're still kind of together, but they're upstairs overlooking the venue, and they've got a big gym behind them, so it's cool as f.
It was a little bit tight, Crim being in there. Things got a little loud, but you know, it happens. It's all good. We don't. The thieves don't mind it. Shane being added to the team is a godsend. I think I'd describe it as that. He has a passion for Call of Duty that really reinvigorated the team, in my opinion.
I'm gonna take a bunch of photos, but just kind of like fix your shirt.
Great wall of China.
Point at the camera a little bit. Just move through it. Just keep moving. He's gonna just be blasting photos. There you go.
Give me like a sassy cat.
I was about to do it, and I stopped myself.
Him and Cap are kind of like yin and yang. They're like, they fit well, but they're also completely opposites.
Like his left arm's gonna go like this, and you're gonna take his right leg and pull that.
And then pull it, yeah.
Wait.
Give me your left arm.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And then you pull it. Breathe,
pull. Deep breath in.
Oh my. And then pull. Yeah.
Nothing?
You're not strong enough, bro.
I don't want to hurt you. Damn.
Yeah, you got it like that.
You said you go to Equinox for nothing.
I have 300 a month.
So with them being 5-0, obviously you can't take them lightly. You can't take anyone lightly in the league nowadays because everyone can beat everyone, and you know there's no freebies going around. So obviously they're probably looking at us a little lighter than we're looking at them because we just went 2-3. We've struggled and we just came out hot.
That's fine. One deep right, got him. Top
I see the guy. Window.
I got it.
It's evident.
Attach one shot.
Nice. That's
One shot. Nice. Oh my god.
Oh my
Stay
God. One more dice. Two.
Two
Dice, boys.
They got a spawn with him. Job, Shan.
One more dice. Kill them. Dice. Still.
Dead. Oh,
Nice,
no,
good
I
job.
killed you. My bad.
calm down. We chase together. We chase together. We got it. Here we go. Get up. Go. Get it, bro.
I mean, Cold Havoc, like, he's my son. I'm kidding, don't put that in. Maybe put that in.
Don't kill this fucking. Go and kill him. Don't put that in.
Just do some shit.
I'm a bomb, bro. I'm taking bomb, bro.
I have your mid side. I have mid side.
Dill has all your mid pinches.
I should have all pinch, bro. There's a beat top mid. Nice, good shit.
Good
Go,
shit,
boys.
Let's go.
I'll zap you up that head. You don't gotta tell that shit.
Eli's just flew out top mid, bro. What the?
Multiple players from the Thieves are just watching this bomb down in the back of their spawn. Octane with a great position, but loses the gunfight. Now huge one-on-one. Envoy versus Havoc.
Two players who love positions like this. I'd rather Havoc goes back to the bomb.
Come on! There we go, baby! Let's go!
Thank God, bro. Damn, we got locked out our room? It's too late.
Yo, we were only down 2-1. We just went to the venue, warmed up the two teams, you know, had watched, you know, the matches that were going on before that. A nice overall day. You just hit a few warm-ups, you get, you know, you stay warm, you watch the matches, some good-ass matches going on.
What the hell is this? All dress. What does that mean?
All flavors. Have you ever had Zaps?
No.
You ever had Zaps?
How does that even work? All flavors in a bag of chips?
All flavors put together. Zaps don't flavor that.
All flavors put together, that's what it means.
I bet, yeah, I think so. That's gonna be some flavorful shit. Let's have a smell.
That smells like ass, bro.
Wait, let me see. It smells like a
that
fart, bro.
Like ass, though. I ain't gonna lie.
You want? We gotta try it.
I'll try it. They're pretty good.
Yeah, it was alright. They're pretty good. Playing Canada.
What about the ketchup chips? That's good. They're good? They're good. It's not mid, bro. Zach eats pre-made tuna out of a box. You can't call anything mid.
You know, finishing our scrims, we went to the hotel. There's a restaurant down there. We chilled down there for a few hours, and then I just headed up to my room and just really just kind of chilled for the night, knowing that tomorrow was gonna be a big day.
I really felt optimistic going into the FaZe match. I mean, may sound crazy to say going into it, may sound crazy in hindsight, but I don't know. I had a weird feeling that we were gonna pull it off. Obviously, big underdogs going to that, have some smooth, clean gameplay, and it was everything but that.
All engagements. Envoy slides on in, stops the clock at 13 seconds. There goes Celium.
I'm laying on double dated.
I'm on Rokkr outside on that. I'm trying to hold pinch for us, boys. I gotta hold pinch for I need help, bro. I gotta give me crossing. I'm dead.
I needed.
Talented team, man.
Against a team like that, against a top team, you can't make any mistakes because they will make you pay. They're going to take advantage of your mistakes, and sure enough, they did flawlessly.
Giving them away too much for free.
What's your guys' opinions? I don't spoke to you already, Ken. Sam.
I'm sorry, right? Still have it on the back foot the whole time.
We just kind of told them, like, listen, last match is in the past, you know, we just got to put it behind us as quick as possible, and, you know, that wasn't who we are. That FaZe match was not who we are. We just got to clean it up for this series.
So the match against OpTic, obviously we've just come off the hottest 3-0 ever versus Atlanta. To play again in the same day is 100% in that instance a disadvantage, like mentally, on our behalf.
Are you rocking with OpTic? You rocking with the Red Squad?
I'm going with OpTic Texas. I think they take this one in a 3-0 fashion. I mean, what we saw to LA Thieves earlier was absolutely terrible, and we know what OpTic is capable of. I think Shotzi comes out in this series and has his way with the LA Thieves.
I mean, I don't want to cuss, but this is exactly what was said. Yo, going into this next match, we get out and play like bitches. That was as simple as it was because we felt like we played with zero confidence, and we didn't look into anything in particular. We just forgot about the match.
I know one thing I said to the guys is, like, there's a lot of OpTic fans in here that want to see us lose. Just make sure you send them leaving this venue really angry, ruin their whole weekend.
We are going to fucking war today. All of these fans fucking booing us. We make sure they leave this fucking venue angry as I want everyone to ruin every single fan's fucking day in this venue today. This is our fucking time now. Do not respect these fucking fools, bro. Fuck them up. Give them fucking nothing. Our time.
Going now. I didn't hit anything.
Across B. I stunned it. I'm gonna slide dub tank.
I don't see him flip car.
Okay, could be embarrassed.
I think he has B search.
I don't see any on y'all. I'm gonna play B. Wait for you.
He's not pushing up. Brandon,
Good job. Keep it here. Pro load.
I'm
playing this. I'm playing this.
I'm holding our full bench. Yo, full bench for Pro load. Absolutely.
Nice. Let's go, boys.
Last guy outer. Oh my
Let's go.
Oh my fucking god.
Very good pass. Big dog. Come on.
Actually was secret. They keep rotate B here fast.
Jump that off on you. Nice jump.
That's your turn.
I have our side, bros.
Stone.
I got him.
Dead. In open. There you go. Open on me. In open. Two.
Open when I double on me.
Are you double?
All left.
Let me double. Open.
Find the guy.
Oh, you do. Good job, dude.
I'm going left, guys. I'm going left. I'm coming, Dylan.
I can play Dylan. Give me a second. Good job, dude.
I railed the door.
Where's he at?
Let's go.
Envoy. The big dog. Come on, man.
I got a left, bro.
Dead.
Good job, boys. Me
Fire
P1.
thing.
Let's take their door. They're gonna flip our pro loop, bros.
Oh, please shot me. Please.
They're gonna flip on us.
Yeah, top it.
No flip. Our windows. Top it.
Pro loop dead.
I'll see if I think. I'll get him. Good job.
He ran in fire.
He right heady. One shot. Dead.
Nice. Good
You're so ass.
I don't see Seth on fire.
Yep.
Yellow fire.
Nice. Two.
Chalice guy. Dead.
Triple window.
Yeah, triple fire. On the truck, hit him once. On the truck. Let's go.
There.
You're good. All you, brother.
Child, dead. Nice. I'm back there.
On time.
I'll stay back there, bro. He back there.
Last guy got it. Pro loop. This is good time. Great time here, guys. Great time. Every help. Every chop.
I win left. Shit on.
Oh my god, let's fucking go.
Yeah, I'm one shot. Library.
Here. Okay, I'll be able to stay. Make sure you stay here. Stay. Library truck. Dead. Fucking go. You're just fucking best, bro.
One shot, dead shot, deal.
Oh, please fit on it.
Oh my god!
That map, I just said one word and that was just dead. And it showed.
Bro, literally blacked out just screaming dead the whole half of that match. Literally just dead.
They can't off.
I'm telling you, bro.
The stage would have been shaking just from you jumping out of your chair.
I'm dead. I wish I had him to call. Sam's literally like, yo, stay down the hill, kid. I was like, I'm no.
Going into the Toronto series on Championship Sunday, we knew the maps. It was going to be very much an ego trial out of both teams. Both of us love Berlin, so we knew there was probably going to be a triple Berlin in the series. So we put a lot of VOD review into the night before, and I think Toronto just played some phenomenal Call of Duty. I think we had a couple of mental lapses, myself included, in the map 4 that ended up costing us a series. But there was a lot of I think 8 or 9 rounds or something, and the S&D came down to a 1v1. Barely lost the hard point. So there was a lot of, I want to say it was we won 10 gunfights, 10 more gunfights, I should say, in that Toronto series, and we could have won it.
They're a very dangerous team. If you give them an inch, they're going to take a mile, and that happened a couple of times on that Berlin, and they ended up closing it out at the end.
Going back, we just got to work on our hard points. It feels just like every event that we make strides in one game mode and regress in another. So if we can put it all together, I think it will be a work of art. And yeah, it's just what we're striving to do now.
Major 4 all depends on these next 5 matches that we play. If we can get into winner's bracket and for Major 4, I think we have a very good chance to make it to Sunday and possibly win a tournament.
After the role change, we've said this before, it feels like our practice or structure in game is more consistent. Obviously, it's not as consistent as we want it to be because we're still losing, maps in ways that we shouldn't. But I feel like for the grand scheme of things, the role swap was for the better, and you can kind of see that in Ken and Zach's performances alike. Work on our teamwork a bit more, work on our map pool, and our ideology on some of these maps. I feel like we can make a run.
I think with these next strides we're taking, I think I'm just gonna get more comfortable and get more consistent, and I think going into the next major will look way better.
The major in Toronto, I think, so accumulated 50 points altogether or something that stage, which is pretty good. Could have been more. But yeah, and at the end of the day, even though we're disappointed with 4th, we still took 30 points away, which is massive, and those 30 points do carry over into champs to put us in the best position we can possibly be. And it's like no one actually gives a shit about what you've done or how you lost or the year you had, because the only thing anyone cares about is who wins champs at the end of the year, and that's all they'll talk about for however many years they talk about it. So you know, no one wants to look back at the end of the season and feel like we should have done more. So it's blood, sweat and tears for the remainder of the season, and I'd like to see what level we can be at once we reach our max potential.